Hey guys, Killer Whale again. This video is going to be a little different from my usual ones. I'm going to be explaining why the map reflection, as it is in Arena, is broken competitively. So, here we go. At the start, me and one of my other teammates both try to jetpack to the top of these pillars. As you can see, I suck with the jetpack, so I don't make it all the way up, but my teammate does. And the player who goes up to their snipe is just immediately team-shotted because of this easily exploitable spot. So they have no chance of getting the one power weapon that is closest to them. So we end up with rockets and their sniper and a 3-0 lead just because we have height advantage immediately. Afterwards, they try to make their way back up top, but since I'm on this pillar, no one goes out of their way to look up there, and you don't show up on radar as long as you're crouching. So they're not going to know I'm there until I start shooting at them. Right here, we've got a 6-1 lead immediately because we picked up all the power weapons. Now moved to 7-1. We have every weapon on the map. And this map is, in my opinion, the least teamwork-oriented map in the entire Arena playlist. As you can see, our team has all the power weapons, and it requires no teamwork to hold them. We just crouch around and use the weapons to give us an advantage on the other team. There's close to no teamwork used in this game because it's not necessary. Now, here we have the advantage of being on the higher side of the map now, but still, even up here, we are getting shot by players on their team who are just jetpacking up. So even this side of the map, which is supposed to be advantageous, is more or less useless, as you can see by another player on their team exploiting the same trick I used at the beginning. So there is no spot on this map that a team can hold as a power position because other spots counter it immediately. So now that we already have this lead and the power weapons, it's still an even field for them. The other team doesn't have a spot they can get to gain their lead back. There's no power positions that give them an advantage. So kills will basically trade back and forth, but with our team with the power weapons, we just have an enormous advantage. Now, the other team in this game, 3 out of the 4 members of their team are players that I know and have played with personally, and I know they're good players. If this had been any map besides Reflection, it would have been a good game, an enjoyable game, but it was Reflection, so the blue side never had a chance from the start. Once again, off the spawn at back hardwood, we still have a huge lead even though we've been pushed out of up top, but now that their team's up top in what is supposed to be a power position, I can just jetpack up onto this pillar and all of a sudden they're at a disadvantage. There's no spot on this map that is a good place to hold. And as you can see from my screen in this game, our team has not even team-shotted once on my screen this game, and we're still leading by more than 10 points. And now, in a few seconds here, it's 9:10. At about 8:50, new rockets will be coming up. And their team was up high above us until I exploited this trick again. And when you're on these pillars, if you start getting shot by one player, you can drop off the opposite side and just use the pillar itself as a shield, so that they can't hit you anymore. It's pretty tough for them to get you off those pillars unless they have 2 members of their team attacking you at once. Now, rockets came up while we were fighting the team down here. So I had one enemy and a second enemy spawn behind him, both on me, while 2 members of our team were fighting the other 2 members of their team up high. And our team managed to get away with the rockets, again. And then a teammate calls out that he's lost the rockets in middle, so I pop in. I clean up 1 kill, might be the only time this entire game I even finish a teammate's kill, because everyone's killing them themselves with a power weapon. Now I have rockets right here again, which is usually a guaranteed 3 or 4 kills. And there's nothing they can really do about it, because I have rocket jetpack, I can always fly above them, put rockets down on them. And there is no position they can be safe on the map. Unless they decide they want to just hide in bottom middle, which they'll never make enough kills to make it back to our score. And right here, I just decide it's not worth it for trying really hard for the rest of the game as long as we have this crazy lead. I'm firing rockets across the map. A waste of a rocket that I wouldn't have done if the score was closer, but I really knew there was no reason to try my hardest because we're up by, more than 15 kills. The team is still just moving around, not really helping each other at all, but once again, we don't have to. Our score is up by so much because of the unfairness at the beginning that we can more or less just go around and trade kills for the rest of the game and we'll still win. up into this spot again. It's been a decent amount of time since I was up here, so players might not look this way because I'm crouching on the pillar and I'm not moving. And I can see a very large portion of the map. Once again, our team is entirely spread out, and from up here, I can shoot all the enemies who move up high into the position that's supposed to be beneficial for them. I can see down there as well. I can just have view on everywhere. I start getting shot, and I just drop behind the pillar, using it as a shield, making me very tough to kill. My teammate ends up cleaning up the guy attacking me. We just have a tremendous lead here, and there was not a thing the other team could do about it. Because no matter where they were, right here you can see how I'm bad at jetpacking again. Flew up way too high when I was trying to just get on top of that. And spawn, and the game is basically over at this point. There's nothing they can do about it. We got the power weapons at the start, we just spread out, stayed by ourselves, and abused them. The jetpack essentially makes this map unplayable.